Hello, reading teachers. I've had a few questions about this final paper and specifically with sources through email, so I thought I would do a short video just to help you along this process of picking scholarly sources. So in the assignment description, you can see that the scholarly research articles and the APA format of those research articles are each worth 5 points, 10 points collectively. I don't want you to lose those 10 points just because you aren't finding the right resources. So I'm going to go to the university's library page, as I suggested that you do, and click on EBSCO. EBSCO is going to be a scholarly research and journal site that you can get these journals from. And so I'm just going to show you how I would search for it. And the really cool thing about the libraries is that it will cite it for you. So if I wanted to investigate e-readers in the classroom, which is one of the topics I could choose for my paper, I'm going to type it in my research database and hit search. It's going to just take a second. And then you can see all of these scholarly sources that come up. This is going to give you better evidence and more accurate evidence than Googling something. I do not want you to simply Google your concept. That anyone can really put anything on the internet. And if you Google something, you're going to come up with any site. It does not mean that it's a scholar peer-reviewed journal. That's what you're really looking for. And so through EBSCO, you're going to be guaranteed those. And you can see that there's a bunch of them. And maybe I want to narrow my search to elementary ed or middle childhood education of what I'm looking for. But I'm just going to give you an example if I use this first source. So it says, could we make diverse learning materials compatible for e-readers using in-classroom learning setting? Sounds like a good scholarly article. I'm going to click on it. Notice over here you can download the PDF, read the article, use the same content in the article, be able to cite the article, etc. So I read the article. I think it's great. I'm going to use it in my paper. Now I have to know how to do the APA. If you come over here to the side of the page, notice it says Cite. If you click on Cite, how you cite all the sources in any kind of different citation, if you've heard of Chicago, MLA, they're all here and they're already done for you. So literally I can just copy this right here, which is the APA citation for this article, and put it into my paper on the reference page. You won't get counted off for being wrong APA because EBSCO actually does it for you. Amazing. Also, one thing I want you to see is this is from the British Journal of Educational Technology. That's a scholarly journal. This is not from Google. This is not from a website. And notice that it has a DOI. Newer articles all have a DOI, which is basically its reference upon the World Wide Web. Older articles might not. So if you don't see this part here at the end, don't freak out. That's okay. It just means it's a newer article. I do not want you going up here to the URL button and copying this whole URL here. That's where it is on your own EBSCO host search, but I couldn't, if I typed in that URL, I could not find the same journal article as you. If I type in this DOI down here, I could definitely find the same article. Hopefully that helps with references, clearing that up a little bit. Again, I do not want you Googling references, but rather use EBSCO because it's going to give you the scholarly sources that you need and the scholarly citations, which you can see down here. Let me know if you have any questions through email or on the discussion board.